Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 339. Welcome to a Monday. It is National Week. That is why I'm so happy that it's a Monday. I haven't been this happy for a Monday in 2 years, since 2019, the National in Chicago. So this week is National Week, so I want to just provide some tips and tricks for the National, especially for those of you who are attending for the first time. I was a first timer just 2 years ago in 2019, so it's still fairly fresh on my mind what I experienced my first National. So welcome to it. I will be at the National for the duration. I'll be arriving Wednesday morning. I'm going to drive down. I will go live Wednesday morning ahead of the trip. So probably around this same time, 6:45-ish. So I'll go live before I hit the road. I'll drive down. It's just a 2-hour drive. So I'll drive straight to Rosemont to the Donald Stevens Convention Center. Check in for VIPs. Excuse me. It's 10 or 11 o'clock. I can't remember. So I would imagine there's going to be a lengthy line. And I would expect there to be lengthy lines through the entire week. I think this is going to be the biggest show since 1991. That was in Anaheim, California. There was a lot of theft at that show. There was a lot of people. It was kind of chaotic. Hopefully there's no theft this week, but there tends to always be some. But hopefully it's more fun and there's more good news stories than the bad news stories that plagued the National 30 years ago. So I'll be arriving Wednesday morning, get in line for the VIP. My buyer for my autograph tickets flaked, so I'm a little peeved. Got a message Sunday. At least he didn't ghost me on Wednesday. That would have really ticked me off. But trying to get those sold just to recoup. I don't do autographs. I did one autograph last National. That was Rick Russell to get or actually no, it was Paul Russell at the was it Paul Russell? Oh no, it was Rick Russell finishing off my Russell Brothers Big League Brothers ball. So I had Paul Russell sign at the Cubs convention prior to the National in 2019. He signed at the Cubs convention that year. And I had him write Big League Brothers on the panel. And then he wrote on the signed it on the sweet spot. And then I asked if he could leave some room so Rick could sign it. So I've got Rick and Paul Russell on the sweet spot. It says Big League Brothers. Eventually I'll get a display and display it with the card. I'd like to get the card autographed by both guys too. I don't think Rick was an amazing through the mail signer. But I think a lot of people took advantage of that and were sending him a dozen cards at a time. And he would sign them all. But I don't think he's signing through the mail anymore. And Paul's kind of been sporadic at signing through the mail. But at any rate, I don't do autographs, so looking to sell those. Hopefully I can get those moved. So then there's a VIP party that goes on, like a VIP lounge basically. And then I think the doors open for the VIPs late afternoon on Wednesday. So I'll be heading in Wednesday afternoon, evening. So that's my plan. So tips for the National if you're heading down. And if you Google tips for the National or just kind of ask around, there's going to be several of the same recommendations. And I think if you've ever done a large card show or a convention, like a fan convention, it's pretty much the basics. Adhere to the basics. Comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing, because you're going to do a lot of walking. It's 500,000 square feet. It's a ginormous area. So definitely wear comfortable shoes. I even go the route of putting gel insoles. I get, usually what I do is Google like most comfortable shoes for standing, and pick up those shoes and then put like an extra insert get comfortable socks. So definitely wear comfortable clothing. Backpack, definitely, because you're going to be walking around a lot. If you don't want to be carrying around boxes. So even if it's just a small backpack, depending on if you're only there to shop for a couple cards, then I guess stick it in your pocket or a fanny pack, I guess. But a backpack, definitely recommended. I bought a small like tripod chair from Dick's Sporting Goods. It's small enough that it fits in my backpack, because there will be very limited seating. There are, chairs and especially at like bargain boxes, but there's going to be so many people there that many of the chairs will be taken. So if you can fit a small chair, if you can find one, Dick's Sporting Goods, you can buy them. Mine was like $10. I think I did find them on the website. Might be too late to order now, unless you're going later in the week or the weekend. But you might find them in the store. So that's another good recommendation. Just kind of the basics. Bring water. You can get water. There's concession stand, but again, there's going to be long lines. You're going to have to wait. The longer you wait, the more you wait, the less you get to walk the floor, dig through those boxes, look at the cards. So I'll be bringing what I bought is, and I talked about this prior to my bike ride last weekend. I bought a cooler, and it's kind of collapsible. Bought it at REI, and it fits 6 bottles of water, and I might be able to squeeze a little more than that. So I'll be throwing that in my backpack as well. Bring water, maybe some protein bars, just to, again, there is concession stands, but it's going to be a long wait. It's also pretty expensive. It's like $5 for a bottle of water. So not only is there a long wait, but it's expensive for, buy in bulk at 20 cents for a bottle of water at Costco or Walmart. So those are just some of the basics that I would recommend. You will be overwhelmed. It is, even if you say, I tell you it's 500,000 square feet and you're like, wow, that's a big number. Just wait till you walk inside. As soon as you walk in, it's like, whoa. Now this is where my recommendations will vary depending on who you're talking to and what they're looking for. Now, I will give you my point of view from what I shop for and my strategy based on just my buying and looking practices. So I'm more of a bargain box hunter, and people will tell you, well, it's the National, everything's going to be overpriced. Some things will be overpriced, but any card show you attend, there's going to be overpriced stuff. There's going to be great deals, and you're going to find some awesome deals at the National if you look. And bargain boxes are an amazing place. I found so many awesome deals in 2019 that I can't wait to do some more digging at the show. So what's up, Herman, TV celebrity? So check out the map. Go to NS National Sports Collectors Convention, nsccshow.com. They have the map. I would recommend printing the map of the National floor plan. And if there are dealers or vendors you're looking for, or just go to Blowout Forums they have a whole not thread, but like category for the National with different threads, and you can find, okay, here's the Singles Club is an amazing booth. They have awesome dollar cards. So that's the first place I'm going, circled on the map, beeline to that. So if you can find vendors you like, or maybe you're looking for a certain vendor, just find it on the map, and in that way you can look for it. Once you get inside, if you don't have a map, it is very difficult to navigate because the booths aren't numbered, and they're kind of in funky. To me, I'm sure there's a method to the numbering system, but to me, I haven't figured it out. And it's not like the front of your house where there's a number on the front of your house. The booths don't have address numbers on the front of their booths or tables. So it's kind of a crapshoot. Once you walk inside, if you don't have a map, it's pretty difficult to navigate unless you're looking for, like the Topps booth or some of those. Those are easy to find, but just regular vendors, it can be difficult to find. So I do recommend printing a map out if you're looking for certain vendors. If you're just walking in to check out various deals, and for me, I know some of the vendors that I'm going to be checking out first. So that's what I'm going to do on Wednesday night and Thursday, hit those bargain boxes. And then Friday is the day I'm just going to kind of shop around. I'm looking for some pre-war stuff. Friday, I'll probably be doing more, talking with people, meeting up. Good friend of mine will be in on the Friday. So meet up with him. We're going to do some vintage shopping. So that's kind of my strategy for Friday. Sunday's definitely going to be a day where I'm looking for people selling stuff cheap because they don't want to take it home. Half off. You can find some great half off deals on Sunday. That's a great, a lot of the stuff's going to be well picked over by Sunday, but you can find deals because they're slashed in prices. So again, if you're just going without really any knowledge on the vendors and just what stuff they have, just kind of take it all in. So that's what I did 2 years ago. I really didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be a big show, but yes, it was overwhelming. And I went in 2 years ago on a Thursday afternoon and just kind of walked around. And Thursday afternoon, I didn't know what to expect. So that was kind of my meet up with people day. I met Steph and Ben from About the Cards podcast. I met Mike Summer, Dub Mentality. So I met a bunch of people on Thursday afternoon, and that was kind of my mingling day. And then Friday, and then Thursday, I did the mingling, and I just kind of walked the floor just to kind of get a lay of the land. So then on Friday, I knew kind of where to go, and that's when I hit some of the booths, that I found, and just looking for bargain boxes. So, kind of if you're there multiple days, the first day you can kind of, maybe first couple hours, kind of walk the area, pick out some booths that you want to see. Now, I just lost my train of thought, but it's a huge area. So even though I walked the floor 2 years ago, I was there Thursday afternoon, all day Friday, all day Saturday, Sunday morning, I did a walk around and I found like this little corner that I had not even seen. And there were some great bargain boxes. I spent like most of the day Sunday at these dime boxes, and I was pulling out recent rookies out of dime boxes. And then they gave a bulk discount on top of that because it's Sunday. They just want to, move the stuff. So, so it is so big that you might miss some stuff, and they've expanded it like 50,000 additional square feet from 2 years ago. So even bigger. And the 2019 show had been expanded from the previous Chicago show. So it is a huge area. So those are some of the basics. And it's kind of card show, card show. It's basically card show 101. What would you do at a, maybe not like a small hotel show, but like a larger show, a larger regional show? How would you attack it? And you kind of have to scale up because it's going to be, one of my friends asked me, how he hasn't done a national. So he's going down for the first time this week. And he's like, how does it compare to, he was at the Wisconsin Dell show in May. And I said, well, the Wisconsin Dell show was 50,000 square feet. The national is 500,000 square feet. So he was a little taken aback by just the magnitude of how big the national actually is. Another tip, there's a lot of giveaways. There's a lot of freebies. Check out if you're not on the mailing list, the national has sent out like every day. They're like, hey, this is what Topps is doing. This is what Panini's doing. This is what PSA is doing. And there's a lot of, I know eBay does like a $10, they did 2 years ago, like a $10 gift card for doing something. ComC was giving out like storage boxes. Somebody was giving out one touches. PSA, you could create your own slab tobacco card. That was cool. They did that 2 years ago. Not sure what they're doing this year. But there are a lot of freebies, a lot of cool stuff. There's packs. There's a lot of stuff for kids that they give away, packs for kids. So looking forward to what some of those freebies might be. So those are some of the tips. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm going to wrap things up, and I will tomorrow's Tuesday. I will probably go live again tomorrow. Just putting my final preps together. I did list almost 200 cards on eBay yesterday. I talked about it in yesterday's show about the grab bags I bought for really cheap. I put a bunch of those cards up on Sunday morning, and then I did another file exchange update, maybe 75 additional cards yesterday afternoon. So about 200 additional cards in the eBay store. 99centcards.com is the website link. You can also find the link to my eBay store at 1millioncubs.com. So about 200 new cards added. So was doing that yesterday. That's what I had for today. Thanks for tuning in. And hopefully we can catch up at the National. I will be wearing the Cubs cardometer. What's the current count? 651,840, I think, is the current Cubs baseball card count. In addition to, it's probably going to turn to 652,000 by the time the National hits, because my buddy Dave came up from Beloit to the show. He dropped off a box of Cubs on Saturday at the Madison Card Show. The grab bags, I pulled like 70 Cubs cards out of those grab bags. So I need to count those too. So there's a couple hundred that should push me over the 652,000 mark. So I'll get that count updated so I can have a fresh number on the cardometer on Wednesday. Herman, you also have a great day. We're talking wrestling tonight. Very cool. I saw Wes Moore is going to be on Hobby Chat with Herman and Kin tonight. So check that out on 3B Collections channel, 7 o'clock Central. I'm excited. I don't know Wes, but I followed some of his tweets, and I know he's a big wrestling collector. And of course, I'm into wrestling, so I'm looking forward to tuning in tonight. So that's awesome. Check it out, 3B Collections channel tonight at 7 p.m. Central. Have a wonderful Monday, and I'll be back live again same time tomorrow morning, 6:45 Central. Have a great Monday. We'll talk tomorrow.